host, Sherry Price Clark of Storehouse Media. Hi, Sherry. How are you?
I'm great, Neil. How are you?
Fantastic. And we have an amazing guest today.
We do. It's a person I admire because she is such an entrepreneur and a hard worker. She is a busy girl. Her name is Heather Fischetti, and what's her claim to fame is that Heather is the co-owner of a little place down in downtown Greenville called Smiley's on the Rocks. And Smiley's on the Rocks, I happened to be there probably over a year ago and was amazed at what was going on. Talking about music, they offer music 7 days a week. And when you get in there, you got to get in there early because I'm going to tell you, there's a line waiting to get in when it gets later and later because of all the bands. But anyway, we're going to talk more about that. I'm just happy to introduce and welcome Heather.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go,
yeah.
Sherry.
So Heather, you have been, doing this and that, and then you got involved with On the Rocks, and you got involved. Tell us that story, how Smiley on the Rocks came about, the backstory.
Sure. About 16 years ago, I had a friend that I worked with. We bartended together at Tassie's Tavern, if anybody remembers that back in the day. And we talked all the time about having our own business one day. And so when everybody else was going out after work and drinking and spending all their tips, we were squirreling it away in a box under the bed, hoping to open our own business one day. And we both had day jobs, and both of those day jobs happened to abruptly end due to unfortunate circumstances. And we decided that was the time we needed to start our own business. And we looked into several different types of businesses, but we just kept coming back to, we were passionate about the service industry, and we loved people and the things that the things that go along with that, bringing people together and enjoying music and that kind of thing. And so we scrapped all our other ideas and started looking for a space and found the current space where we are now. And we called it On the Rocks. And yeah, that's how we started. That was 16 years ago.
Wow.
And Rocks is spelled Roxx.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
We wanted a little twist on it. So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's double meaning, the drinks are on the rocks and the music. So, but we did,
Exactly.
yeah, we did start out with live music back then. But then it kind of evolved into a younger crowd and more of a DJ dance place. And the crowd got younger and I got older, and and I didn't want to deal with that anymore. So when Smiley's Acoustic Cafe on Augusta Street shut down, I had the idea to take that concept and bring it over to where we are and talk to the owner of that place and collaborated and kind of got him on board for a few months to get us started and learn the business. And the rest is history.
Wow.
Wow.
And this dream, how do you think it came to the success now? Who do you kind of look at in growing this to where it is?
Yeah. So I have a fantastic business partner. His name is Todd Zilmer, and he books all the music. And we started out kind of going with the format that Smiley's had, and keeping a lot of the same musicians, but he's done a great job of expanding out and finding new talent and young, sometimes really young talent, and some just really undiscovered people, and it's been amazing. And we also bring through some acts that come, that are on the road and come through town, and so it's just, you never know what you're going to find there, especially on Tuesday nights. We have Charles Hedgepath, who is an icon in music here in Greenville, and very well known, and he's very well connected. So he brings in some of the most amazing artists. It's probably my favorite night, actually.
Wow. And Sherry, how did you find this place?
Well, we were in town and which was just kind of going online trying to find music. And we landed there, not knowing really what we were landing in. And they had amazing music. I think the Night Owls were there. So
Oh,
Clueless Way, I know they've been on the show too, and they're so awesome. And I'm like, wow. And then I started learning more and more. And you'd look up bands, and they're always at Smiley's on the Rocks. And we just happened to get there earlier because the band was playing earlier. But as it got later, I mean, it's standing room only in that place, and there is a line out that door around the block of people wanting to get in. That's how popular it is. And I tell you, Heather, what I think a lot of that is because you do have music 20, 7 days a week.
mhm,
Anytime you walk in there, every time I've ever walked in there, and it's been in the afternoon sometimes as well, you've got music going. And
right.
I think that is such a draw of people. And what makes you stand out is that constant music and you vetting, you'd said you vetted it, and you just having these amazing people come and play music, and people can just chill and eat and do whatever.
Yeah. And we keep adding more shows. We just recently um, added shows on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 5 to 7 before the later shows start. So you can come and enjoy some music before maybe you go to a nice dinner or something. And there's a lot of people who don't want to come out at 10 o'clock at night. So it's something for everyone now. And we have music all day, Saturday and Sunday, starting at noon. So there's really something for everyone.
It's a real niche because live music is tough to find almost every day of the week, and
Mhm.
especially in specific areas where you're going to find live music. Finding a band, you have to travel all over the place sometimes to find live music.
Yeah. Yep. We've got some good ones.
Yeah,
We have a Soul Legit was one of our favorite bands, and they kind of broke up the end of in the fall, and they're reuniting and coming back next this month. So that's exciting, and um, yeah, we're just that place that the bands want to come to. They're excited to play there. Um,
because you get the audience.
It's a great crowd. Yeah, we have it, and we love the people who come in, and you'll find Todd and I there a lot too. That's how I met Sherry's Christmas. I think it was Christmas Day.
It was.
um,
It was the afternoon, and there you
yeah,
guys are open playing music. And it's
yeah,
like, wow.
all day long. Yeah, yeah, 365 days a year.
Yeah, it's really an
Wow.
awesome
Yeah.
place, an awesome concept, and whatever you're doing, it is working
Yeah, well, thank you. We appreciate you.
big time. Well,
What?
one
You
thing I
got
wanted
sure.
to talk about, you were talking about how you and your friend wanted to start a business, and
Mhm.
you just worked hard and you saved and you sacrificed. Instead of going out, and spending money here and there, you sacrificed till you could get it. And I think that's a really good lesson for, people who want to be entrepreneurs and those generations following behind you. This is how you do it. It does take hard work. It does take sacrifice, and that if you want to get there, those are the things you have to do.
Yes, and that was back in 2009, and if anybody knows what was going on then, banks weren't loaning money to particularly to restaurants or bars or any of that kind of thing. So it was important that we were able to save enough money to start it on our own with no help from the bank, no investors. And I will say I'm kind of proud of the fact that it was two females that did it in an industry that is dominated by men. No offense, Neil, but it was a lot of hard, a lot of back then, and we still run into every once in a while, vendors and stuff would ask us where we'd sit down for a meeting and they'd look at us like waiting for something. And we're like, well, can we get started? And they said, well, where's the man? Or, it's kind of that kind of thing. And we overcame a lot of those obstacles and just and worked through it and made it happen.
So that's interesting. You say where's the man and different things. What were the biggest challenges first getting started till now, being women
Um,
founders?
like I said, it was mainly just there's a stigma around, women doing um, these kind of jobs that are known to be male dominated. We quickly gained the respect of those people, and they saw that we knew what we were doing, what we were talking about. Like I said, we both worked at another place where we ended up pretty much running it. So we knew all the vendors, we knew all the people in the industry. We already had a ton of regulars who followed us, and so I think that just contributed to our success as well. And I always tell people, I don't, and you can ask my staff, I think I honestly have one of the best staff in not just Greenville, but probably in worldwide. We have the best staff. And I think it's because we don't ask them to do anything we wouldn't do. We're on the, we're on the floors cleaning out the drains. We're running food, we're cooking food, we're stepping in this weekend with all the storms. I've bartended 15 hours on Saturday just to, keep it going. So.
Wow.
That's amazing. Yeah. And Christmas Day, you're working.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. I mean, and you're also very philanthropic as well.
Yes, we definitely try to give back as much as we can. And I think the live music has given us an even better avenue to do that. The musicians are also very giving, and they a lot of times volunteer their time to help raise money for so many different charities. We particularly have a lot of veterans charities because a lot of our musicians are veterans. But we also help out with a lot of different. And if anybody out there wants to have a charity event, we love partnering with people to do that.
Wonderful. What are your plans? You started adding more nights. Do you
Yeah.
have more plans?
Oh, we have a lot of plans. It's only how far you can, how thin you can spread yourself, I guess. We've actually added more staff now too, started hiring some managers and things, because obviously we have to have a quality of life as well. And so I've tried to do some self-preservation and allow myself to have some time, and Todd as well, because we were working ourselves to the bone. You can ask any of our regulars how much we're there, but we're trying to do that, and then we can move forward with bigger plans. We have the possibilities are endless, but I don't want to say too much. So.
No, you don't want to give the plans away, but
Yeah.
you have plan as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you just have to have a what's next.
Yeah.
Even though we accomplish this, what's next? What can we do next?
Yeah.
And that's yeah, good.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna
There's so many great, there's some new music venues coming now. The Peace Center is doing some great things. True Line's coming. And we are in communication with those people to make sure that we all work together and are all successful. Particularly True Line's been very welcoming and wanting to work together and collaborate. And so that's one of the biggest questions we get recently is, are you worried about all these new music places coming? But we're all different. We all provide a different group of different demographics, different time frames, different. We're intimate and small. Sometimes people don't want to see a huge show, so we're just all working together to be successful.
I love it. And I was going to say that once you have that hunger of entrepreneurship and business owner, and you just love what you do, you forget how many hours you work. You forget, you always have the next big goal set after it's over or before it's over, and you're never satisfied. But I guess it keeps you going and keeps driving. You have to be thankful for where you're at, but you're going further.
Yeah, absolutely. But getting old. I don't know how much longer I can do it, but we're going to keep trying.
Well, I think it's that forevermore proverbial carrot dangled out that you just keep trying to get, and you do, and then it's like the carrot gets bigger and bigger, and so you just keep going for the gusto. And some people just grow their business, or they become serial entrepreneurs. But there's something about entrepreneurship that you just have that mentality, of and you understand. I mean, like Neil says, you don't think about the hard work. You just do it because you're passionate about it.
Right. Yep. There's days I melt into my bed when I get home because I'm so exhausted. But then at the end of the day, when I come in and I see people's the smile on their faces and them, bopping along to the music. And the number of times people have come to us and said, "Thank you so much for keeping, Smiley's alive and the live music going, and bringing in these people and supporting the live music." And that's what really keeps us going. Is because people are truly thankful and enjoy it.
Right.
You make them happy and they
Yeah,
want to come back.
yeah,
And if you're in the Greenville, South Carolina area, if you want to hear some live music, you know where to find it. Always.
we're there.
That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right. Yeah, you just need to get bigger, like grow out, like build another side to it or
I
something.
know,
Because you
I
guys,
know,
sometimes it's just like you busting out the scenes.
I
And
know.
I've never been to a establishment like that where you literally have long lines
Hmm.
outside the door and around the corner. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's fun to see too. It's almost surreal when you think.
I'm
I mean,
sure
sometimes you forget when you're in it the whole time, and then you step back and you're like, "Wait a minute, we created this. This is amazing." But
it's
I
awesome.
never take it for granted either. It's been a fun ride.
It's awesome, Heather. It really is seeing what you guys have done. So kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And and you just keep going. The next thing. So people who are in the Greenville, South Carolina area, where can they find you to go
We're
check
at
it out?
734 South Main Street. Um, there's a big sign out front that says "On the Rocks" on the top of the building. We're not allowed to change the change it to Smiley's on the Rocks, but that is it. It says "On the Rocks," and we're open 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday, and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Saturday and Sundays. And music, like I said, every day, 7 days a week. And our website is smileysrocks.com with two X's. You can find a full lineup of our music schedule with descriptions of the bands. If you're wondering the genre, we have everything from country to classic rock, and everything in between. So something for everyone.
Sounds like it. And it's exciting for sure, Sherry. And I'm sure you're going back again soon.
Oh, yeah, for
Welcome.
sure. That's a definite because it's really just a great place and they have good food. We've got to mention that.
Oh
They
yes.
have good food and it's really a fun place and you can, I'm a music junkie, so, that's where I can go get a fix for my
Mhm.
music junkiness.
You made a good point, Sherry. We're known for, we have people from Buffalo, New York tell us we have the best wings they've ever had. So we have great wings, burgers, pizza. We make our own dips and things. And our kitchen is open till 2 a.m. So if you have a late night craving, come see us.
There you
Wonderful.
go.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks again, Heather. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
appreciate
Heather.
you.
We'll see
All
you
right. And
later.
guys, make sure you go to storehousemediagroup.com for all things media, marketing, and publishing. Take care, guys.
Bye.
That
Thank
was
you.
the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Storehouse Media Group podcast, guys. Take care.